What a year it's been for video games. In 2017, Nintendo came back from near irrelevance to become the hot topic of the industry with the Switch console. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds emerged as a quasi-indie smash hit and spawned a formula which many other games have come to copy, all while the big dogs of the industry have struggled with PR scandals and increasing distrust from consumers of predatory practices with gambling and microtransactions. So, what lessons can we take from this year? Well, first of all, when it comes to the success of the Nintendo Switch, look no further than the mobile gaming market. While many have compared Nintendo's hybrid portable and home console to Sony's ill-fated PS Vita, I think it's a lot more similar to something like a tablet or a smartphone. Why? Well, when the App Store came out in 2008, there was a gold rush of talent and innovation in the mobile space. Early mobile games like Doodle Jump, Angry Birds, and Fruit Ninja emerged from developers big and small who were experimenting with the breakthrough paradigm of multi-touch on a connected device which people carry with them everywhere. This initial period of experimentation spawned multi-million-dollar franchises, made formerly humble indies rich beyond their wildest dreams, and scared the crap out of the traditional gaming industry on consoles and PC. In fact, at this time in Nintendo's dark period during the Wii U, many suggested that the company abandon making its own hardware and just make mobile games instead. But things didn't exactly pan out as many feared or anticipated they would. While there are a few examples of incredibly creative and groundbreaking mobile games recently, like Monument Valley or Device 6, most of the trends of mobile gaming in the past 5 years have been quite negative, at least for enthusiastic gamers. Mobile customers quickly grew accustomed to 99-cent or even free games with lots of value, but this wasn't sustainable. Thus emerged free-to-play, a concept not entirely new to mobile, but one that was definitely mainstreamed by it. Free apps like Candy Crush, Game of War, and others spent little development effort on the games themselves, and instead used traditional casino tactics and designed clever and manipulative microtransactions to stealthily pocket vast amounts of money from unsuspecting people who are not even aware of how much they can be spending. 2017 did not change that. We had a few good mobile games, but by and large, the space was quite dismal. Enter the Nintendo Switch, a new console which is essentially an iPad with detachable controllers and a docking mechanism to mirror its display to a TV. While flagship titles like the brilliantly designed Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey definitely have contributed to the success of the Switch, a smattering of higher-profile indie games, many from developers in mobile, have sated the appetites of gamers in between these high-profile releases. The Switch is where all the talent and innovation from the early years of mobile seems to be going now, thanks in part to a simplified eShop and business opportunity inherent with any big new platform. In fact, Year Walk and Device 6 developer Simogo recently announced that they will be shifting their efforts away from mobile for the time being into other spaces, presumably including Nintendo's new console. Basically, Nintendo has stumbled into being the new Apple when it comes to gaming. They control the hot new platform on which everyone wants to be. Microtransactions on the Switch aren't a thing like they are on mobile, so developers happily make high-quality experiences which they can charge upwards of 10 times more than they could on mobile, to eager, game-hungry consumers who are willing to spend that much. It's a thriving ecosystem because of this, but Nintendo's hardware design is also a large part of why the Switch has been so successful. While Sony and Microsoft continually beef up their video game box's graphics, Nintendo is rethinking how people can play games. The Wii with its motion controls caught the eyes of many who usually didn't even game, and the Switch in a similar fashion has caught the eyes of many kids and adults alike by being something new. It's not a box that you put discs into to play a prettier looking Call of Duty each year. It's a tablet that can easily output to your TV when you want it to, and it has innovative software to boot. So what about Battlegrounds? Brendan Green, aka PlayerUnknown, started the concept of Battle Royale with his popular Arma mod. Just like many indie creators, think Notch with Minecraft or Ed McMillan with Super Meat Boy and The Binding of Isaac, Green worked within huge technical and financial limitations to make something that changed the world and his life. By working in the constraints of the modding tools of Arma, he was forced to design simply. While Green has since worked with Sony on a game mode for H1Z1 and now works with publishers Bluehole on 2017's hit Battlegrounds, he has still applied the lessons of smart design from his time as an indie modder. The concept of Battle Royale is a simple formula, but by designing it to be accessible and easily understandable in its own standalone game, Green has made something that people not only want to play, but even watch. Sometimes if they aren't even gamers. It's easy to get into Battlegrounds or to watch someone playing it on Twitch, precisely because Green and his team have designed it around a game mode which, while not entirely original, was largely untapped by traditional games before. I wouldn't be surprised to see next year's Call of Duty and Battlefield games incorporating their own King of the Hill or Battle Royale modes. Battlegrounds is a watershed moment for games the same way Minecraft was years ago. Minecraft overcame the limitations of its simple engine and low-fidelity graphics that dramatically redefined what a game could be. Today, tens of millions of kids play Minecraft because it lets them do something other games can't: create their own stuff. Minecraft is less of a game and more of a platform now. In a similar fashion, Battlegrounds lets players experiment with how to succeed in an arena with 99 other players. You might not be building houses in Battlegrounds, but you are creating strategies and new playstyles which can be uniquely your own. Playing a traditionally designed shooter isn't the same, because in those games, you simply kill or die and respawn. In Battlegrounds, the choice is truly the players, and that goes beyond generic marketing. The reason people watch countless streams of the game in addition to playing it is the variety a different personality can bring to the game, or in a sense, creating their own fun, just like kids create their own fun in Minecraft. Warner Brothers, EA, and Activision designed smartly this year too, only their design wasn't really going into the games. It went into the gambling economies that fuel their games, as high-profile titles like Shadow of War, Destiny 2, and Battlefront 2 have come under fire from consumers and the media for going all in on microtransactions and loot boxes. I'm sure they all made a fair amount of money though, punditry and audience outcry aside, because the sad truth is that all too often these tactics work, and many times they are more under the radar than we would like to think. But in terms of enjoyment from an artistic perspective and groundbreaking quality, Battlegrounds and Nintendo showed the industry how it was done this year. Nintendo designed a console that learned from mobile gaming's pitfalls while embracing its best aspects, in addition to designing some of its own crazy good games for it. And Battlegrounds laid down a tremendously successful template which many games have and are sure to continue to follow. 2017 proved that in order to be successful, you often need to rethink what a game is, or a game playing device can be. When you do that, you can change the world. Thank you for watching. Now, if you don't mind, I have to get back to my Switch. Happy holidays, and here's an innovative 2018 for gaming. It probably won't happen, but we can all dream. Goodbye.